always in good fun and jest. One of the nicest guys in the scene. Had a complete rise this year in the streaming scene. I love to see good people win.
Yep.
Which is one of the reasons we've been talking about it all day. Just the whole entire goal, it seems like, of the Fortnite community is to have a lot of fun and usually show positive face. So you don't really see a lot of toxic people, I feel like, getting real popular in this game. And I think it also plays with, there's a lot of kids that watch not only these broadcasts, but all these streamers. So
Sure.
it's very important to have a friendly atmosphere that's also really competitive. And I believe we see that in almost every single match we've seen today and pretty much ever in all of these tournaments that have been going on so far.
And it is really nice to see, even with these competitive players, that whenever they win or whenever they lose, they don't go resort to toxicity. They normally they have fun with it. They start dancing with each other. They bounce off of each other. They have a good time. At the end of the day, they're all incredibly happy, incredibly positive people. And I feel like that really shows through with this game.
No, absolutely.
I think it's a great thing. I mean, everybody's friends, right? You grow up in this scene of esports and streaming on YouTube. You start to see these people frequently at events, tournaments, and it looks like we might actually be able to jump into game one here.
Oh, this is awesome. And do we have – so right now we have NICKMERCS currently not showing. Can I get a confirmation if this is going to be a 1v2 or is it still a 2v2? He's there. Okay, awesome.
He's there.
I called it.
So this is cool. This is cool. So this is great. There was actually talks amongst the judges, like maybe we're going to have a 1v2. Maybe Sypher's going to have to 1v2 TSM, right? Which was like, oh, please don't let that happen. Luckily, it's not happening. NICKMERCS and Sypher are going to continue to play it out. Unfortunately, we can't see their perspective, but we will have Sypher on the screen. But this is a match to talk about. TSM against NICKMERCS and Sypher. I mean, you're talking about two powerhouse teams. This could go either way.
And I mean, Sypher off the rip, you see a tilted drop. Of course, Smith and Hamlin's playing it just a little bit slower than that. Just making their way over here, trying to get down into this little workout room, maybe check out the green screen a little bit. Maybe work out in front of the green screen. I mean, who knows? You want to work out and
Sypher,
Mount Rushmore, you got it.
Yeah.
That was good, Legion. That was good.
It was a struggle to get a name out.
Is that what you use your green screen for?
Yeah, I pretend. Kylie just walks in on me working
your favorite
out.
backdrop?
Yeah, I love Mount Kilimanjaro. I love to do push-ups in front of there. I can only do 5 in a row in succession.
Yeah,
right
the elevation kills you.
Yeah, the elevation really kills your breathing up there. But we're seeing a good start out of these guys, man. Just RNG collecting all this loot that they possibly can, and of course you got Sypher over here looking once again like a whole snack. I mean, this guy is literally. I don't think his hair's moved in 8 hours worth of playing today, which is impressive. He's not even putting additional product in.
All I know, whatever hairspray he has, a hurricane
for my
couldn't
beard.
even blow his hair over. For your beard.
For my
Bro,
beard.
that beard's
so that
already
way stuff
epic.
just slides off.
Yeah,
it's
it's like Rain-X for your face. That's what I want.
All right.
Hamlin's, though, taking one out already, getting that nice cleanup spots. Another player knocks another one down.
Ooh. He's getting pushed by multiple people right now. I love the use of the grenades. I feel like I want to see that more often. There's the pistol that we've been talking about.
I'm telling you. And then, of course, he's got the revolver that's in the inventory as well. This is just one of those things where you get a couple one-taps, boom, they're dead. Both headies, 2 taps, they're not coming back.
He's pushing a shotgun right now with a pistol, and he's completely
He's a psycho.
Doesn't even care.
He's a psycho in the best way possible.
And getting in the best way possible. Getting a green tack in his back pocket as well. So looking pretty good. He's got 2 kills. I believe his teammate also has 4. I mean, that's 6 kills right off the rip from Salty. Looking, we do have 1 kill coming in from Sypher. Of course, we don't know where Nick is at. Has there been some knocks?
There's been some knocks.
It could be relatively
close. Down there.
I still think their TSM boys are probably still ahead, still finding engagements. Now, we see this, though.
Hamlin's got 5 already.
Salty usually is, I mean, I expect a couple of engagements from Salty, at least at the beginning, but this is actually a bit more than average from what we see, and a gold scar in his back pocket, too. He's looking good. Just got to get some ammunition for it.
And now they're picking up shields, they're picking up medkits. Wiping teams in these areas definitely pays off as far as the loot goes, definitely with getting shields and getting heals. So that way, whenever you're pushing onto later fights, you have that in your back pocket, so you're more confident pushing into these fights.
Especially, finding a gold scar this early, there really hasn't even been any drops yet, so the potential for anybody else on the map to have something of that power, it's not really going to be there unless you're already splitting off from where you're at. I mean, sometimes you see those weird random where you're like, how did all 3 of my teammates get gold scars from the same loot area? But, I mean, they've got the advantage going into this. Hamlin's still dropping, but as you can see, NICKMERCS still doing work, dropping another one. Sypher picks another one, but managed to get knocked.
Or excuse me, that is big for the TSM boys over there. If Sypher is unable to get picked up, of course, we can't see Nick's perspective. We don't know if he's going to be able to handle it. He does find him. Hopefully there's not a trap in the other room, though, when he runs into it once again. We've seen this before.
This is the spot. This is the trap spot.
This is literally the spot, actually, that happens.
It's my trap house,
if this happens, we're definitely calling them trap queens.
Such a great spot. 7 kills right now for Hamlin's on the bottom. 10 total, Myth dropping 3. I mean, this is an amazing start. This is a start that they could have wanted for on this at the beginning of this matchup, especially for a game one in this losers bracket. Obviously, they didn't come in ice just because they couldn't play, a little earlier than they were supposed to. But we'll see if Nick and company here in Cypher can really make this happen.
Ali, talk to me. What are you seeing? What do you think? What do you think's going on? Just walk me through their thought process, you think.
I feel like every time I call something out, something else ends up happening, and I'm just jinxing people, so I'm trying not to. But I feel like both these teams have some pretty solid strategies. I wouldn't necessarily go straight for Salty going up against a powerhouse that is going into Tilted, but I feel like it's paying off for them. They're getting kills. They're definitely getting a lot of engagements. Like I said earlier, having this Salty spawn, you can push Dusty Divot, which has become a very popular area on the map, and then eventually push retail or have people from retail pushing you. So it is a high engage area. Not as likely to get as many engagements as in Tilted off the rip, but to slowly filter all those teams in. And I feel like with them slowly filtering in, you kind of have more of a little give and take than you do in Tilted, where they're just constantly pushing you and it's under constant pressure. So I feel like it's a good strategy, but sometimes it might not pay off.
Yeah, I'm really happy for the TSM boys at this point. They've got to be happy as well. Finding so many engagements at Salty, now already 7-11, so they're going to be up 4 kills, looking pretty good. Still, we're going to see Nick as well as Cypher. Cypher, of course, is going to be able to regain some of that health from going down earlier. Nick doing a great job picking them back up, but you're going to see them still in Tilted. Not a lot of engagements here that we typically see them have. I'm kind of curious to see where Nick is in terms of, well, we just saw it actually. They're down 4 kills. So what that means, so Nick must have 4 kills actually coming in. So unfortunately,
right. I mean, it's just another one of those games where we see an uncommon, where's everybody dropping? Well, it obviously wasn't Tilted. And as you see here with 11 kills out of Myth and Hamlin's, I mean, they got a pretty good drop there in Salty. They managed to get some pretty decent loot out of there, 150, 200 health. These guys are going into a retail area without any issue. They're ready to fight it out.
Which I like that. They go from Salty, they find a lot of engagements there, and immediately head over to another populated area, or at least should be populated, which is going to be retail. Of course, you might find at least 1 or 2 people there. The thing with going with Tilted, too, is where do you go after that, right? You either go Loot Lake, where you're not going to find a lot of people. Usually you have a bit of a dead zone there. Myth and Hamlin's has eliminated this by going straight from Salty over to retail through Dusty, finding engagements along the way. We see Myth already in an engagement himself. Gets some shots off. His teammate is going to take him out, though. He's going to go ahead and thirst him, taking the kill, and that's going to put him up at least 8-4. So what? To 12 kills total, putting them at least at a 5-point lead, and another knock that's going to come in. Of course, more to come as that team is still pushing them.
13 total for them. I mean, this is what I'm saying. They move as a unit, made their way over to retail, came in. I really don't think the other squads that were in there were expecting them to just rush so abruptly in from the western side of the map, and they just managed to take out 2-3 more additional spots. Another one there in like the electrical fence area, which I always see extra loot there that I feel like most people don't actually go check for. I see a lot of shield pots in there. Maybe it's just my personal experience, but check everything if you're near it. As you can see from these guys, they always tend to have the best loot because they are fast at it.
Oh, and there's the fall damage that we were expecting to see earlier.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, he got the fall. I mean, I
was looking away for a second.
That's one of the impulse came in with a little bit of fall damage, unfortunately. But, of course, it's not going to really make too much of an impact for him because, of course, his partner is backing him up. He also has some shield to kind of coincide or to kind of counteract
scope
that
they
shield
are.
loss. That
scope they are. You see those 48s for each headshot and managed to get
no.
sneaked up on here. See, this is where Nick is going to absolutely have to come clutch for the squad.
Yeah, hopefully Nick can.
Nick is right on top of him. If you look at the minimap, you can see that Nick is right on top of him.
Right, and Nick's trying to get that cleanup for
Nick is
They
down.
both go down.
Nick is
That's
down.
going to do it for them for game one. Completely BM'd as well. Cypher now taken out. And you're looking
21.
at 14 with now 21 players remaining for Hamlin's and Myth to just continue to garner some points off of.
We did see this team come back earlier, almost for a full
We
comeback earlier.
11.
So definitely don't count them out. They're definitely still in this. They can come back. I hate that Cypher's rubbing his face right now. I want him to just feel confident and feel like powerful coming into this next match because I feel like whenever they do, they explode. And they're so fun to watch whenever they're
This is actually the first emotional response I've seen from Cypher all day about being in a situation. Even in the first series when they were in the winner's bracket, we saw that they had to work for that comeback. Didn't really see anything out of him. So I think we're going to see an interesting game 2 for sure coming out of him. especially if he's showing some emotion, then we're going to maybe be seeing some extremely aggressive pushes.
Well, we talked about it because, I told you they were able to take more aggressive pushes in that last match that we saw them play the opposite team. And the reason why is because they were still in the winner's bracket. Still only down 2, right? It's not too bad. Of course, we do have quite a few more games.
They were slaughtering then on that side as well.
And they managed to make it, a little bit of a comeback. Still, though, 19 more engagements remain. We've seen the TSM boys. They thrive in this situation whenever their last one's up. Of course, they just come through and just keep slaying nonstop because they're just playing their game. They don't really switch it up. Regardless if the team is up or down, they just come through. They play their own game. But the reason I think we're seeing emotions is because this is a loser bracket match. Whoever loses this is currently out. This far in the tournament, losing really hurts, especially
it's
because
a full day of gaming.
It's a
and
full
that's
day
also
of
you
gaming.
start to see some fatigue take effect, right? It sounds funny, but when you're staring at these monitors for 8 to 9 hours, you might have had this lag in between. I mean, you have to understand you also have the frustrations of your technology not working right. If you're Nick, Merc's probably thinking to himself like, man, and then that's on your mind when you're going into this matchup. If you lose, you're out of the tournament.
Yep.
So I mean, emotions are running a lot higher, especially in this point of the day, because you're just want to make sure like I'm going to give it everything I got so we don't lose, man. I'm not trying to go home early. So
well, we're so close to the bubble too, right? Because last tournament, first place was the only one that got prizes. Now we're seeing a $20,000 prize pool, $10,000 for first place. Second place is going to be getting what?
12.
No,
7,000,
and then 3,000
for
for third. Right, yeah, because we switched that up. So I mean, you're talking about a big bubble here, right? Fourth place, nothing. Third place gives you at least $3,000. That's not something to scoff at. That's $1,500 each.
You never want to fight. You know, one of the things that I used to see a lot in amateur bracket tournaments back in the day, like in open brackets, is you'd see people not fighting in consolation matches, for 17th through 21st. When you start getting the amount of prize pool and the amount of money that's going into this that Fortnite's throwing, all of a sudden 17th through 21st is having something that you might be able to still make a living off of, right? You're going to see organizations go from being, top 8, top 12, top 16. You're going to be seeing people on orgs all the way through top 64 with how big I really feel like Fortnite is bringing just gaming, honestly, in the esports spectrum of stuff. So
and they're not slowing down anytime soon. They just keep bringing the fire over and over and over again. And I mean, I feel like sometimes there's some critics out there that have something to say, but it's always very, very easily matched with nothing but praise. They've done a really, really, really good job in this game.
And plus $100 million. You can't beat that, man.
It's across a bunch of
platforms,
spending
all your
which
money
is
on the skins.
fantastic.
Whew,
that's
yeah,
what it is.
Are you not spending money on skins?
I'm perfectly happy. Honestly, I am
the
perfectly
loser
happy.
That has 2 skins.
Your
that
default
didn't come
skin,
from the
default
battle
skin,
pass.
Danny.
Like
They
Courage,
call me a basic one.
Courage tweeted out the other day. He's like, they made $300 million last year, at least last month. I say last year. That's normal. Last month for this game. And he's like, honestly, they made probably that much money from at least one skin because everybody spends their money. And honestly, he was like, I'm not mad, and I'm not mad either because what they provide for what they provide for. I mean, just the skins are phenomenal and everything. I'm so happy to donate. I don't even care. I
do a
take
really
all my
good
money.
Job.
I love the Raven skin. That was one of my favorites that's dropped this year. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I have. That
I also have
the
red T-Rex one.
I picked that up like 2 days ago.
Yeah, the Triceratops. I like that one a lot.
I have the white bunny.
The bunnies. I have the bunny too. Yeah,
I have the white bunny and the
I love it.
Triceratops.
This game, I just being honest with you guys, man, I've loved the grind of video games for the longest time, but it kind of slowed down for me a little bit. Like we were mentioning earlier on the broadcast, man, like Fortnite, it's like all of a sudden I went from streaming like three hours a session to where I'm like, hey, it's 7 a.m. I've been online for 9 hours. Are we playing one more solo for a win, or what are we doing here? So
and that happens. It's one more. I can't end like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to end after I just won. Like, come on. And yeah, it's just constant.
And when every streamer
addiction.
is playing this game for the most part, I mean, everybody dabbles in it at least. You expect to be playing a lot of it, right? Especially if you're somebody that watches a lot of Twitch streams or wherever you're watching, whatever your platform of choice is. It's like, yeah, I'm probably gonna be playing this a lot because my favorite people have been grinding this out. And the beauty of it is, play whatever game you want. This game right now is just so much fun to me.
No, I mean, it's so much fun because there's so many variables that still happen every game. I mean, think about doing backflips on rockets, just going towards your opponent. What other game does that, right? I mean, just the different things people find.
Rocket riding.
Rocket riding. To manipulate this game is just like, it's so cool, right? But look at this. He's given the clap 22 to 12.
Lead now.
And still more to come. There's still 10 people remaining mid this hype, and he should be. This is a big lead, especially against such a solid team such as Nick and Cypher.
It becomes second nature at this point, right? With this much play time. I mean, you get this big of a lead in kills. At this point, you're just thinking to yourself, we'll just stay alive, even if we don't, get a whole squad here in the next. I mean, what do they have? 10 other opponents left to play against. They're just trying to keep clipping. As long as they can keep increasing that lead slightly, there's no need to play overly aggressive to do anything. They're already in the game. I mean, Nick and Cypher are going to have a long hill to climb. But once again, We saw it earlier.
11
Them
kills.
almost come back here with 11 kill deficits. Definitely not impossible to see them do some crazy stuff. And honestly, they don't really have that much. They're not rocking a full 150, 100, 200 health. So I mean, this could potentially be it for them here. Even in this game, I mean, you never know who you're going to run into in squads. I swear to you, sometimes I'm like, I don't even know who just killed me from across the map with a sniper rifle.
I've always wondered what would
why?
happen if, like, of course, this tournament, they're going into public matches. First round, we have a lot going on at the same time. What if they all ended up in the same?
That would be
right?
amazing.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
I would love to see that.
It would essentially be like a private lobby just made.
Oh my gosh, that
arbitrarily.
needs to happen. Yeah.
And could you imagine how many of the kills all of these guys would get?
Oh my gosh! Imagine facing off against each other. The
8 people would end up taking 60, 70 of the kills in the lobby easily, unless they ran into each other.
That's what I'm saying. If they ran into each other, how amazing the build-off would be.
Oh gosh, he dropped his sleeve for you.
He
By
did.
the way.
I saw
Yeah,
it.
he pulled it back down.
I liked it up though. I like the
Yeah.
muscles. I was all about it.
Show the guns.
Yeah.
Show those big guns there.
I
That was
don't
my
have
Canadian
any.
mom impression.
Oh,
That was-
okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
or
I got
Wisconsin.
that. That's
It's
what that
really
was.
just opinion. Yeah.
Okay.
Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, cheese curds all day. Oh, dude, I love Wisconsin.
Dude.
Madison has got one of the coolest pizza places I've ever been to in my entire
First time I
life
ever
up
had
there.
cheese curds is whenever I moved here, and I've never
Oof.
looked back. They are phenomenal.
The best, right?
Oh
Did you have
my
it at
gosh.
Culver's? Where'd you get it
That's
from?
where I had Culver's. Yeah. How
you
do
gotta
we
go to
day,
you
matter
need to
of
go
fact?
to you need to go to Wisconsin and have some up there, man. You're gonna lose your mind. Shout out to
Actually,
all the Wisconsin folks
My
that are in the chat.
my family
Minnesota,
lives in
Montana,
Wisconsin.
you count too. I got
Actually,
Ooh,
my
they
family lives.
do?
Yeah, they do. So
Nice.
I'm gonna go over there and get some cheese curds.
Take a little visit. I'll come with you. I'll slide in your backpack. It won't
Hey,
be
let's
weird.
do it. Let's
It's gonna
do
be
it.
a big bag. It's gonna be like a double duffel.
Probably.
For me to fit.
I'll bring
but
one of
it should
my.
be
I'll bring
good.
one of my army duffels. I could
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
fit
yeah,
you in
yeah,
one of those. I'll
absolutely,
put you on my
yeah.
back. I'm used to rucking. I got you.
Okay, cool. I got it. Yeah.
Let's get back into it. What's going on?
Definitely.
8 kills, still
Some fall
remaining.
damage.
And look at that. The circle has moved in. So, of course, we're going to start seeing a lot of fireworks go off. Really, both of them not meted up too much. We do see that drop over there. Do they go for
I
it?
think
Do
they're
they leave it
baiting
alone?
it because there's another one coming in behind it. I think maybe now they're going to go for it, of course, as soon as I say something. But they were baiting it for a minute. They were watching out, trying to see if anybody else was going to push it. But there's also another one just behind it.
There is.
So
there is.
I feel like even if they do grab this
I
one,
mean,
they could still bait
In
the
this
other one.
Chug,
scenario,
chug,
There's a
that's-
chug,
you're
chug,
just
that's
looting
exactly what he
for
needs.
health, right? I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like
That's
you've already
it.
got a scar, you've already got a legendary and a purple snipe. It's like at this point, you're looking for this, and luckily he does end up getting a chug out of it. Half the time I open it up, it's like, yeah, here's some common and a and some candle wax. Enjoy that
Candle
for your
wax.
gunfight. You're gonna have a great time this game.
Candle wax, like out of all things.
Yeah, you melt it and burn their eyes. That's the new gun
That's
coming
the
out.
new
in
meta?
Fortnite. Yeah,
That's-
shocking.
It's like pepper
While
spray.
wearing a jetpack
Yeah, while
with
wearing-
plunger grenades.
I think he's got somebody up here to his left. The way Myth builds, I mean, he is one of the most insane builders I've ever seen. Just phenomenal building.
It's second nature, man. Everything that he does, everything that these top players are using, it's like he knows exactly where his hand motion needs to be in every scenario. And once again, that just comes with not only natural skill, but the fact that he plays all the time. Like, if you want to be this good, you can't just grind like, hey, I want to play like Thursday. That's all I'm going to grind this week. Like, this guy's putting in the time, putting in the work.
Oh no,
and
he's got
everything in
two
his wrist.
players.
How's he going to get out of it?
Oh, he gets out of it.
Oh, with the scar!
He got
Manages
it.
to drop him.
That's why I like the scar over the burst all
Right.
day.
I
all
feel
day.
you.
It's
That's- yeah.
versatile. It's way more versatile. Of course, they both have their reasons to be used, right, and their times to be used.
How
but in
does
that
he have
situation,
77 health?
because he's Myth. Myth, I'm telling you, this dude's
And
amazing.
you saw that earlier in the match. He had the burst. He ended up dropping it and ended up finding
Yeah.
trading that out for the purple scar. So exactly what you're saying. That spray control
more
in there in that
versatile, yeah.
situation. Hey, I got 2 of them on me. I'm just going to whip it back and forth, which I love to wave my hair
With
back
my
and
hair
forth.
back and
Absolutely.
forth.
Yeah, you knew where we were transitioning with
Yeah.
that. That's
Mhm.
Yep, that's who I am.
I'm picking up what you're throwing down.
I'm smelling what you step
I'm
in.
throwing up what
Dude,
you're picking
it
down.
smells good.
What?
We're done with that. 4 more kills remaining.
I don't even know how much they're up right now.
They're up
has
quite
13.
a bit. I would.
This is
They were up how much before? 10, right?
Pops a gold snipe out. That's what I'm talking
I
about.
think they were up 10 before, and they managed to.
I got a question for you, and this can be for the chat too. Bolt or semi-auto?
Bolt.
Bolt
Bolt
for
all
sure.
day.
Oh, Bolt
All
all day.
day.
All day.
Yeah.
Of course. No,
Oh.
that dude built.
Ooh.
Shoot it.
Look at
I just
this
want him
guy.
honestly. Just look at it. He's looking at it like, what is that? Like,
He built a half. Do you see how he did it too? He built the half stair. That's not even a full. He edited it to be a literal guardrail the whole way, like he's walking on the
I
Golden
want him to
Gate
shoot
Bridge.
it. I really.
He's walking on.
For
Oh,
like
he
his
just got
spring
sniped
break.
from up
He
there.
did get sniped from up there. They got
Look at Myth is. He's like, where's this coming from, man?
Oh no! I mean, all that Hammer's
Look
have
at
to
him.
do is just shoot it down.
It's gotta be a full squad that's up there
Shoot
though.
it down.
Could you imagine shooting that down and a full squad just falls?
Oh,
See,
please,
this is an
please.
underrated play right here. Building all of these
Oh.
roofs to just try to make your way out of
Yeah.
it. Like one of my favorite things I've ever seen on Wailing Woods, full team builds up top, covers the entire Wailing Woods with the panels, just makes you guess. Builds off 3 or 4 walkways at the bottom, so even if you shoot one down, you have to shoot them all. Oh god, it was.
I see a
such
lot of
cool
times
moment.
they'll do that whenever got the booty cam going on. I see a lot of times.
See,
when
he's got no sniper, so all they have is a scar, which is perfect to try to shoot this down. But where are they at?
Oh,
in,
but
know,
look
in
at this
comparison
edit
up
though
there
that he's
for it?
making to try and get up
Okay,
there.
that's
a
yeah.
really
That was I've never even seen that.
that's an edit.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
oh,
they
there
shot
it
it
is.
down.
That
They
it's
shot it
That's
down.
gotta be all
How
four. They
many,
probably
how
have
many,
impulse.
how
I'm
many,
expecting
how
to
many?
see
Come on.
so many
Come
fall,
on.
and there's him shooting it out. I'm expecting everybody just to die, at least on the enemies. Here we go. So I'm pretty sure everybody is just gonna fall and die, and the game's gonna be over.
Knocked
One?
Knock down one.
Just one?
There's another one. I think that other person actually had a
Dude, this is
jetpack.
like this is free kills.
Wait, that's so smart. So they built up. One of them had a jetpack whenever he fell
nice.
down. So
Oh.
that's a cool
Smart
little
from that
option.
guy.
That's
Absolutely. This just made
200
sky bridges
IQ.
100% more viable.
I never thought about that strat, but yeah, jetpack's a sky
Definitely.
bridge.
Wow.
I mean, unfortunately, they're
200
going
IQ.
against Hamlin's and Myth, but I think any other normal player they may have probably had an advantage over.
I would have never shot if I was up there. I would have made you shoot me down in the last bit and then soared down on you and then held the jetpack.
I feel like if they didn't push the aggression right there, though, they would have gotten shot down
do
a lot
they
faster.
do they have 14 and 12 apiece? Did anybody catch the score?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh
All right,
my goodness.
We're gonna have it come up
15
soon.
Oh, no.
kills out
Look
of
at he's got a
Hamlin.
smile. That's a
Look at
good
this
game.
guy, man.
Standing
He's
up
having a
out of
good
his chair.
day.
Definitely. That's awesome.
But will
That's
he
so good.
pull up-
15 and 16.
Will he pull up his
31.
sleeve? That's the question.
That's the most
31 kills?
that we've seen
How many did
from
I
a
forgot-
team here
I
today in
forgot
this
how
tournament.
Many, how many did Nick? I forgot.
12.
31 to 12.
I think so. I think
I think it was
12.
12.
Because
Yeah,
it was 12 to
total.
22 earlier, and so we said it was 10. So yeah, I think it's
There
12.
it is. 31 to 12. Calculator. How many? What's the difference?
19.
19.
Whoa, we got.
I got you. I'm a Casio. It's 19. Yeah, you got it.
Yo, 19 kills. So we've seen 11. We've seen 12. Now 19 against at least one of the most favored teams in this tournament.
And this is losers bracket. So I mean,
This-
if they're able to come back, this would literally be the most valiant effort we've seen in the entire day. Like they would have to go down almost instantaneously, and they have to go on a slaughter spree to make that happen.
I
believe.
I believe.
You know
I
why?
don't
Deliriousness. That's all I'm about. I'm saying.
Oh, I don't think
hype.
it's deliriousness. I think that these players are just increly clutch whenever their backs are against the wall.
I
no
agree.
joke. And I will say
if
this.
if
straight-
RNG goes in their favor, I, should say
I
that.
will say this. I partner with Scuff. We got the Scuff UMG. If you want to buy a Scuff UMG out there, use the UMG code. You'll be able to get a little discount on that. I own a couple of Scuffs myself. I'm going to say this is me personally doing this, not sponsored by UMG, whatever. I will give one of my Scuffs away. Okay, this isn't like an official thing because I don't see this happening. I will give one of my personal Scuffs away if NICKMERCS and them come back and take this over TSM.
Ooh.
And I own like 9 of them, by the way. So
I'll send somebody a box of Egos signed if they end up coming back and winning this.
wow,
You won't
way to
want it,
outplay
but
me.
I'm throwing that out there as
Way
an
to
option
outplay
for
me.
somebody that's watching it. I'm just saying.
I will give away Phil.
No, you can't give away
Philip.
Phil. That's Ryan's. You don't own
Philip
Phil.
our pinata.
Okay, I can't give away Phil.
It's full of
Come on, throw something in
caramellos
the
and
giveaway. Let's
Rolos.
make this. We got Egos. We got my Scuff controller. What do you want to give
And
away
it-
if Nick and them come back? No, you're doing the Egos. We're
Blue,
doing it.
blueberry Egos. It's like
By the time
11
you get it, they're
Okay.
totally ruined. But
from Stranger Things.
I've got a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper on it.
Oh.
not only do you have
Shout out to
breakfast,
Myth.
you got like the most crazy breakfast you could get. You'll also have a Scuff controller to play. You'll be
Yeah.
all hyped up
You're
on Dr.
set.
Pepper
Breakfast,
Egos.
you're
Set.
going to have, it's going to be like, your mom won't approve, but
It's
for that
summertime,
mix
you're
of breakfast.
getting out of school.
Summer, yeah,
You got
who
a
cares?
12-pack of Dr. Pepper, some Egos, a new Scuff.
Do you want to know the
wave
wave that nobody talks about? Peanut butter in between with Reese's peanut butter cups between 2 normal Egos.
Like I've told you, stop
I
talking
don't think
dirty
there's
to me on camera,
anything
please. Okay, I don't like
normal
that.
about that.
It's
No, I'm
It's
serious
the
about
wave.
this. So we have Egos Dr. Pepper, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
take a picture of it when we send it. Trust me, this is gonna happen.
game 2.
19 kills.
And it looks like they're heading towards Divot. Myth and Hamlin's just kind of work together, actually. What is this, a salty land again?
Ooh, there's a lot of people landing there with them. But once again, NICKMERCS and Cypher, they're saying we're going for the gold. Baby, they're landing right in the middle of Tilted Towers.
salty
Oh, they absolutely have to.
murdered.
Oh, dude, they find the weapons. There's a lot of kills potential. Well, no.
He just sits there.
I mean, what are you supposed to do, though, if you're that guy?
Dance?
Wave? I mean, I would have like,
dance.
hey, before I get killed, you know what I'm saying?
That's already one big kill. There's a lot of people that just went salty.
Definitely a
So
lot of people.
That's that could be good. That
An
could be
advantage.
bad.
I mean, he's already got 2. Hamlin's is coming into the loser bracket right now. We've seen their run already, destroying right from the beginning. Every time they drop, obviously we got 0 kills out of Cypher so
Another
far,
scar
but yeah,
in the hands of Myth immediately.
I mean, that's just I feel bad for whoever runs into those bullets. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, where are they coming from? The tip of his
Oh,
fingers.
he's taking some shots through the window. He's going to have to build up. He's going to back up. We got the tack coming out from Myth. Myth trying to get some damage down as well. He's not able to get it. What an aggressive push.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't
Hamlin's
know if
gets
I
taken
agree with
down.
that from Hamlin's. I know he's a god, but come on.
Oh,
That's a really
no.
big push down Myth. Last alive.
Scratching his head now.
Especially with your teammate inside. I mean, it's kind of one of those things where you maybe wait like 2-3 seconds before your teammate pops out, so you at
Yeah.
least know you're going to be able to get the pickup. But, I mean,
Hamlin's and Myth
when
are
you're that
both
good,
down.
I can see where you're just like, I'm going
Hamlin's
to
and
take the
Myth
shots.
are both down.
This is what we called?
They're out.
We said if Nick actually has a chance, and so does Cypher, if Myth and
Oh.
Hamlin's are both able to go down, and Taylor over there is a TSM fan right now, is literally just crying. I can
This is
see
why
the
I didn't want
tears.
to put anything
I'm
in
He
this
sweats from his
way.
back. He's
I'm
like a
crying because
reptile.
now the potential is
It's-
very
yeah.
real where my scuff
Are
will
you
be
slowly
leaving my
picking
house.
which one in your brain?
Yeah, I chose Agos, so hey,
You
listen,
went-
we go to
you
the
went- hey.
supermarket after this. I'll sign 10 of them. We'll
All right,
let him
hey,
know. It would be great.
And I'm serious. I will give away a scuff controller if this in fact comes back. This is huge. So TSM both
This is huge.
down. Cypher and NICKMERCS still down. I believe they're still down 19. Did they
But
manage
see, there's
to pick
only
up a kill?
51 players alive, though. So as much as that sounds, I mean, it's going down literally every second we've just witnessed.
Well, they left Tilted. I think they realized how many people were at Salted. Maybe
and
they
they're
might be moving
underlooted. Definitely underlooted. They have no ARs. They
100%.
I don't know what you're talking about. I know whenever I have a silent submachine gun, everything is going just like I want it.
Yeah.
If my goal is to die instantaneously when I'm in a
They
gunfight.
don't really have heals. They don't really have shields. Like they're definitely underlooted. So I feel like pushing.
Look at this, down to
Shifty.
37. It's literally been 30 seconds. We've already lost another 10 in the lobby.
Well,
They're-
I mean, you saw many people. I think honestly, it was all from like almost Salty. There were so many people at Salty.
We also don't know how many kills NICKMERCS has in the current.
That's
lineup.
true.
That is true.
So he
Hopefully,
could have some. So it might not become mathematically impossible as soon as we think it does.
I really hope he picks up, or at least shows us the scoreboard for just a second, so we can kind of peek at NICKMERCS there, because we know Cypher obviously has one. Keeps
It's at
teasing
this
me
point
with
where
that
I would have
inventory.
somebody in the Discord with me telling me what the score is because I don't want to be checking it when I need to be focusing on gunfights.
Oh no,
It's kind of like, if you're like an NFL quarterback at the end, you don't want to be like,
well. Plus,
hey,
the-
what play are we doing? like,
Yeah.
you're making the call there.
well, plus they know. I mean, they already know that TSM's down. They probably already like quick checked how many kills they have, so they
Right.
know
And they can just
exactly the
ask
number
each
they need to
other.
have. Right. So
Exactly.
at this point, they really don't need to check. But players are dropping left and right. There's still now only 36 engagements left. So that's not a lot, especially when you're down. I would say safe call maybe 17 kills at this point.
Yeah.
Back at Tilted though, spots a player coming in with that
That-
scoped
They're-
AR.
That's scoped AR, and he's cleaning up a gunfight right now. They're literally
It's
already in a
beautiful
fight,
falcon flying
and
away
he's
because I'm
getting
so in love.
involved in this gunfight, which is good
that
because
AR.
that means that there's clearly two teams here that he could clean up. Hopefully, they don't all get taken, which it looks like. Some of
It
them
looks
are,
like
yeah.
they're all being
Getting
fiended
taken.
for.
We haven't seen any accidental suicides here so far in this
We haven't.
tournament. No fall damage,
13 to
deaths.
33. That's
20,
20
coming.
kills.
They
Oh,
need
no.
20 of the last 34. Oof.
Okay.
Stranger things have happened. Your favorite TV show, but very true here, man. Hey, look, hey, that's a big deficit. 20 kills, 20
NICKMERCS
kills.
knocked one. I mean, they have to start somewhere. They just have to get something going for them. And I
100%.
feel like seeing all these squads facing off in Tilted is definitely that.
That's not good.
Oh my God, no.
Oh my gosh,
Nick's got him though. I mean, listen, this is the help that they need. I mean, this could potentially be the end of game two.
Ooh,
Nick does
NICKMERCS
take some
takes
shotgun
a
damage though
huge
from
shot.
bottom here. Bottom bricks
He knocked
does
him.
manage to fall as well, but knocks him with a sub. Wow, they're literally so underlooted right now.
He
Nick
is.
is in a
Right
gunfight.
there.
He's probably healing underneath him,
Oh, he has
if
to.
we're not mistaken. So
He
is
is.
it a slurp that he's got rocking right now, or is it just bandies? I think he's just rocking some bandies there on the bottom.
Hopefully, he has some minis. In his, well, he would have already taken
There you
the
go.
minis.
You would
He
take
just
some. There we
eliminated
go.
one, I think.
He got one.
Yep.
Did he get the player on top? Shooting him down. He's going to try and build a wall around him and try and save his. Actually, he's not. He's just going to go straight for the light. This is a really
Gunfight.
risky move. I don't know if I agree
Back
with
completely
this, especially if he gets
exposed. I mean,
sniped.
especially with 2 minutes left of the circle coming west here, you've got players more than likely that will be coming in,
Oh,
funneling in from
100%.
Salty.
It works
or
out
something.
though.
Now they should actually have enough loot to be able to do something that they can be proud of.
but still hilling
Get
up.
something going.
I thought you just said Hillary Duff, and I was really about it. Because
about to
Lizzie
break
McGuire
down?
is "Let the Rain Fall Down." Anyways, that's what we're hoping. Can Nick and Cypher make the rain fall down in this final game 2 here in our losers bracket? Will they be able to rally a comeback? I believe they need, what, 16 or 17 kills to make that possible?
16 to 31.
Yeah,
So
I'm scared.
that's
for
15. Mathis starts 15. So what? They need 15 more kills. I mean,
Half of what's
And
left.
look at Hamlin's.
half of what's left.
He's nervous because he knows that these guys do have the potential. If it was Hamlin's and Myth in the same situation, I'd say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It's possible for them
You
to do
say
it.
he's nervous, but still, he hasn't picked up the sleeve yet. So I don't know how
It's
stressed
true.
out he is. When that sleeve goes up, then you know we might have a problem, okay?
Yeah,
with the TSM
yeah,
boys.
100%. I mean,
So-
he's pointing to the sky right now. He doesn't know it, but he's ready, and I'm
Who's
ready
the
for it. Oh,
engagement?
spots a
Oh,
player.
he does spot a player. That should be an easy. What is this?
Oh,
Hello.
no.
Thank you for
Wow.
the kill. Thank you for your
that kid,
donation.
he just got the game today. His mom bought him a brand new desktop and said, "Here you go." And
Brand new iPhone.
he's been excited. Yeah, he's got an iPhone 8, and he's having a good time.
There's another engagement coming in, which is good. We need to see as many engagements as possible for this team. And it looks maybe multiple engagements. Yeah, they're fighting
This is
each other.
perfect.
If he could get both of these cleaned up, that would be really good to pad their stats for right now to try to catch them back up.
Oh no, this is getting crazy.
Look at this guy's building, by the way. Whoever's approaching him.
So that's the building. Like when I see building like that, I get worried because I'm like, all the good players build like that.
Oh.
I'm not a good player. When I'm getting pushed, I get scared. But a big gunfight going down here, as we're gonna see.
NICKMERCS is out, completely finished.
He's completely finished. Let's see if Cypher is
Completely
going to be able
finished.
to get this, though. This is a big kill. That player, though, that he's facing is quite a good player. He's getting pushed by 2 players, manages to get the knock. Second player behind him, Cypher in a lot of trouble. Gets the turn on, though. Is he able to get the kill? Yes, he can.
What is
he got
Cypher
it.
is a
But
freak.
another player is
One
going to
more
be pushing
player
him
he
to the
needs to
left.
win this engagement.
He's going to go for. Is he going to go for the shields? No, but the Storm's moving in. He only has band-aids,
No.
and that's
That
going to be it.
Is
What
going to do
a push.
it for NICKMERCS and Cypher. I mean, that was a valiant effort on Cypher's
Oh,
part to end that
huge.
game. I mean, you can't.
Huge.
You usually, I mean, he took 2 out, trapped in that tiny cage, especially with a ramp in there. I mean, you can't even see who you're aiming at that point.
No,
That's
you
all
can't.
instinct. You know what you're doing.
The
But
fact that he was able to get those snap shots on him, though, just shows how crisp his aim is. I mean, but nothing you could do there. The Storm also pushing in. You were down 20 kills. They managed to bring, down to at least 13 kills. Still a valiant effort. Still a good job.
They did a really good job that round. I'm sad to see them go. I feel like they're such tough competitors that it's so fun to see in these final matches.